3 years young. Still doing it.
44.
44?
Yeah.
When was the Earth show?
I mean, January, we're going to be 4, so it's 2 months away, so you might as well call it 44.
You might as well. What keeps you going?
Just feeling like I still got it and feel energized and, love the competition, love what I do, so that's it.
Tell me a little bit about George Groves. You mentioned you've seen a couple of tapes, seen a couple of fights. Has he got anything special, anything you ain't seen before?
No, nothing I haven't seen before. He's a young guy. He's got some upside to him. Got some skills. Nothing unusual.
Nothing special.
There's no wow factor.
Have you looked back at his career and anybody he's fought, anybody that you think he done well to come through that? I mean, the biggest fight for us is James DeGale.
No, I haven't seen anybody for that I'm impressed with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he hasn't tasted anything like what he's going to be up against you, right?
Oh no, not at all.
How do you expect the fight to go? Aside from you winning.
Well, I know that he's going to try and do what he do, and I'm going to break it down and win. That's it.
Tell me what you've been doing in training. Anything different? Anything changed from your preparation?
I'm working on a few little things, few little kink here and there. Some stuff that I needed to improve on, and I got those things down now.
Glenn, you were 32 fights deep before you got a world title shot. That's not what's happening these days. He's 15 fights in, another 3 or 4 fights. If it goes his way, he'll probably be in line for a world title shot. Tell me about the way that the sport's changed in that respect. Is that a good or a bad thing? Does it matter?
Not necessarily good or bad. I don't think it does. I don't think it matters too much. I mean, if you have what it takes to win it, you win it. You go win. You go get it. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I looked at your career and it was 12 fights, I think, before you even fought for over 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Why was your...
I was coming up slower because I had less talent. I stopped boxing when I was 20 years old. Yeah. So, for me, most of my early fights was on a learning basis. I was still, learning on the job, basically. So, this guy that probably started at a younger age, so he have a longer amateur career, so he's able to take on stiffer competition earlier. For me, I started late, so I took on softer competition early, and then after I got enough experience, I took on stiff competition. As you can see, I fought everybody in the world.
Sure. Tell me a little bit about some of those big fights you've had. Which was the toughest one, and if you could go back and fight one again, would you do anything differently?
The toughest fight I had, I would have to say Bernard Hopkins, and I definitely do something differently if I can get him in the ring again.
Do you think that'll ever happen? He seems like he's up for it.
I don't think it'll happen because they have many chances to do it, and he always find a way out of it. So,
are you still aspiring to be a world champion again?
Oh, definitely.
And do you think that's within your reach?
Oh, definitely.
When you look at the division and the guys that are running it at the moment, who impresses you the most, and who would be the most difficult prospect if you was to get in a ring with them tomorrow?
The most difficult guy is Andre Ward.
What is it about him?
The most talented. He got a lot of talent, and he's a smart fighter. He adapts very well. So, he's a good fighter.
What about Carl Froch over here? How do you rate him?
Carl Froch is up there as well. He's a pretty good fighter. Carl Froch's biggest talent, I think, is just being a tough guy.
The last question, Glenn, is this the 50th year of independence of Jamaica? A lot of celebration went on over here in the UK. This would probably be the last thing that they'd be looking for to kind of round the year off with a nice twist. You gonna do it for them?
Oh, definitely.
Have you managed to get in any celebrations?
I got some celebration in my own way, but I didn't go down to Jamaica and do all of that. But I celebrated at home.
Maybe after the fight you can go back.
I'm definitely going back after the fight.
How long for?
Probably like 2 weeks or so.
You're lucky, man. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Listen, yeah.